Hello and welcome to the Superintendent's Perspective. I'm Lisa Ayala with Edinburgh CISD Public Relations, and I'm joined by Dr. Mario Salinas, Superintendent of Schools. And today we're going to be talking about partnerships with other institutes of higher learning. Texas A&M is one of them, UTRGV, and STC. But we're going to start off with Texas A&M and our early education program. So can you tell us a little bit about that, sir?
Well, we've started a new. Actually, we've been emphasizing early childhood education since I became superintendent. We did several things significant. We hired a early childhood education director to help us streamline the resources, streamline the learning strategies, and to help the principals better deal with those early grades. Pre-K 3, Pre-K 4, kinder, first and second, to have the principals tailor their learning strategies to accommodate those early grades. So we hired a director for that. We opened up our schools to 3-year-olds. Right. Also we feel that that's an area that we can exploit. For 3-year-olds that are out there. So that is our early childhood grades and our emphasis. So our teachers have had they've dealt with Pre-K 3, but never with Pre-K. I'm sorry, they've dealt with Pre-K 4, but never with Pre-K 3.
Right.
And we've never emphasized those Pre-K grades and non-testing grades, the kinder, first and second. So we're trying to get the latest research out there that our teachers can use to get better as far as delivering a quality experience to our younger students.
And this was an incredibly important initiative for you and for the school board, of course, but for you when you first came on board, because this was something that you wanted to open up to all students, to all kids.
Well, one of my priorities, if you'll recall, was to partner with other agencies to make us better.
Yes.
These other agencies also include institutions of higher education, UTRGV, South Texas College, Region 1, Head Start, Hidalgo County, Precinct 4,
the city,
and Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Then we got Texas A&M Kingsville, and so on. And we feel that these are partners have valuable expertise that we can use to do better in what we do, and that is teaching and learning.
Right, absolutely. Now with Texas A&M, this is going to be a partnership where they come in and I guess they conduct research. They come in and they help evaluate the strategies that we're using and enhance.
The Texas A&M Early Childhood Education Program, they have visited with us on a couple of occasions. They're going to be coming down here in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, the latter part of May, and they're going to visit our campuses. They're going to visit our students, and they're going to do roundtable discussion with our teachers. That's the starting point. We're hoping to have a long-term relationship with Texas A&M, and maybe have a formal announcement later on down
the road
this year, down the road. And we want to get exposed to the latest research out there when it comes to the early childhood learning, be it Pre-K 3 or be it second grade. So we're inviting a partnership with Texas A&M to in an effort to have the best early childhood program in the whole state of Texas.
And hopefully something that they can, consider copy pasting for other districts. I mean, this is really one of the best programs probably in the state. And you've said that before. It's
very popular. Parents have taken to our early grade, Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4. It's become very popular. We have 3,000 students in these two grades. That's bigger than most school districts in the valley.
That's right.
So, and we feel that to me, that's the low-hanging fruit. It's a new venture for us. Let's bring in the experts that help us analyze scores. We're getting to the point now that the Pre-K 3s that started last year are in year 2. And next year they'll be in kinder. That'll be year 3. Now we can start comparing grades comparing
really
data
seeing,
and analyze data from those students that have been with the system since pre-K 3 versus those that started in pre-K 4 versus those that started in kinder. Because pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 it's not required.
That's right.
Attendance is not required. So, and we can start analyzing data and then applying that data to come up with the latest research to help our teachers deliver the best lessons.
Excellent.
And I was telling you, we want to have the best program in the state of Texas. How do you define the best program? Program that parents are happy with, that parents want to send their children to. Right. That's how I define the best programs. If there's quality experiences happening in the classrooms, the parents are going to know.
Betty.
Parents are going to know.
Yes, they'll see it at home every
single day. They'll see it at home. They'll see it on the campuses. They'll see the communication between the home and the teachers. So if the experiences that are happening in the classroom are not that of quality, the parents are going to know.
That's true.
And they're going to choose to take their children somewhere else.
That's right.
So that's the way I define that. Yeah. And then we also need to look at data to see are we making progress among the different demographic groups. As you know, in Edinburgh, we to access our pre-K 3 and pre-K 4, it's open to any family that the child is 4 or 3 on September 1. It used to be, and throughout the state and the nation, there are criteria to get into pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 programs. And one is the child needs to come from an impoverished family, families that are low income per standards of the federal government or the state, TA, or the child needs to be limited in English or some other disability, learning disability, and you can get into those programs. We chose to accept all children, regardless of their disabilities, regardless of their limitations, regardless of their economic background.
And you said that also one of the exciting things about this that Texas A&M will be looking at, they'll be looking at students that are economically disadvantaged. They'll be looking at kids that are affluent. They'll be looking at kids that are middle of the road in terms of
and we have the mix. We have the majority of our children are poor.
Sure.
The way as TA defines it, economically disadvantaged, they have their own definition of a child that comes from a home that is considered economically disadvantaged. TA has their own definition.
Sure.
We have the majority of our children are from those homes. Then we have a significant amount from middle income homes, and then we have some that are from wealthy backgrounds. We have the mix, and that is one of the areas of research that we can look at to see the differences at that early age.
Sure.
Well, and then track those children as they progress through the grades.
Right.
So that's a lot, I believe, that we can learn.
Yep. It sounds exciting. Well, another partnership that we've got is going to be with UTRGV and the after-school programs.
We're hoping the UTRGV Department of Education and Edinburgh CISD, we wrote a grant together to have high-quality after-school programs for our students. The grant is multi-million dollars, a $5 to $6 million grant, and we should be getting notice soon. We feel confident that the grant is a good grant, and we feel confident that it's going to be approved. And we're going to enter into another partnership with them where we're going to, same thing as A&M, they're going to give us the latest out there, the latest research out there when it comes to after-school programs. As you know, it's been 2 years now that we have emphasized quality after-school programs especially for the elementary students, whether the students in pre-K 3, pre-K 4, or 5th grade.
Right.
We want our children to stay at school. We feel that if they stay another hour and a half after school to be involved in an after-school program where the student-teacher ratios, because the after-school programs are led by teachers, not students from the university, not interns, teachers. After-school programs typically have low student-teacher ratios, be it whether they are learning something in the fine arts, piano, guitar, choir,
math,
dance, or whether they're doing UIL, math, reading, writing, spelling, science, etc., or co-curricular, esports, robotics, chess, things like that. We have a wide assortment of after-school programs, piano. We feel there's things that the children can learn by participating in this program. It could be enhanced math skills. It could be in leadership skills, period.
Right.
Social, emotional growth, because it requires cooperation among the group and the teachers and so on. Working together as a group and things like that. We feel there's me personally, I think after-school programs are just as important as the programs from 8 to 4, where we learn reading, writing, and math.
Absolutely.
To me, personally, as a professional.
And it enhances so much all the other skills that they are already working on throughout the day. And like you said, in a smaller environment.
It enhances the math skills. It enhances the social, emotional skills. It enhances the leadership skills. It enhances their fine art, their fine motor skills, and so on.
Yep. So this will be a very important collaboration, correspondence kind of thing with UTRGV in the after school.
We think so. We think that our after school programs, if we can partner up with the university, and we think it's gonna happen, we can exploit their expertise in the area of research to have the best programs for our students after school.
All right.
It's not babysitting.
Right.
It's actually programming.
Yes. Oh, and we have state qualified, in esports and elementary and all kinds of things, chess and all the fine arts. We've had all kinds of award ceremonies and just in our school board meetings. So that's been going on for the last 3-4 weeks, last month.
All right. We're going to be sending some chess teams to, I believe it's Washington, D.C. I believe a state of Washington, D.C. I believe.
I believe you're right.
We're going to be sending chess teams out there for the national championships. So 5 or 6 teams from our elementary schools going out there.
So it's impressive, and that'll be exciting. And another collaboration, another partnership as well is with the STC, and this is with a little older group.
We're exploring that possibility. Where we're going to have, we are building a new Career and Technology Center.
Yes. It's
going to be ready for school this coming school year. We finally have all the parts, all the electronic parts, the air conditioned parts, on all that. The electricity finally is full power. We are going to be ready for day one of this school year. This building has millions with an S.
Yes.
Of the highest technology out there to train students how to be mechanics, how to be diesel mechanics, how to cosmetology, how to fix hair, plumbing, electricians,
construction,
heating and air conditioning,
right?
Construction, EMT,
pharmacy,
police, law enforcement, pharmacies, pre-nursing. And on and on and on. Many different programs. We feel that after our children go home, we have these facilities with multi-million dollars worth of equipment that perhaps the community can use.
Right.
For our older citizens that may want to train to be an electrician, they may want to train to be plumbers, they may want to train to get into construction or
be beauticians, cosmetology,
yes,
whatever.
That's right.
And they may already have the skills. Maybe they just don't have the certification.
They don't have the certification to get paid for the skills that they have. So maybe we can exploit the fact that we have this building, brand new building with brand new equipment, and it's sitting idle at night. Maybe we can, through a partnership with STC, we can train some our community, older adults that want a meaningful, quality job.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to that. That'll be happening sometime next week on Thursday, I believe. You'll be meeting with the mayor and the other leaders to discuss that. So we'll look forward to that. All right. Well, that's excellent. We're excited about these partnerships and everything else that we have coming up. We want to thank you all for joining us on this week's edition of the Superintendent's Perspective. Until then, stay healthy and stay safe.